In our last tutorial, we inserted structural wall in our model. And in this tutorial, we're going to work on the structural column. I've been showing you this drawing on our plan view. And I want you to know that the wall that we're inserting as story 1 is connected from the bottom of my foundation to the top of story 1. So that is the wall that we're specifying. I will click on the 3D view to show you something. On the 3D view, I will close the 3D view. I'll create two views, a plan view and a 3D view. I'll use a window. I'll use this entire vertical P and 3. I click on it. I have my plan view and my 3D view on my screen. And you will notice that let me click on this plan view. I'll zoom on it. You will notice that the column I inserted, say at grid intersection A1, the column is not just inserted from the bottom of the foundation, which is story 0 to story 1. It's also copied to story 1. It's also copied from story 1 to story 2, story 2 to story 3, story 3 to story 4, and story 4 to story 5. You see, if I click on it, this is my story. This is the column. When I click on my 3D view, when I click on this, which is highlighted blue, this column is the column connects the bottom of my foundation to the first floor suspended slab. The one above it are for the floors above. So as I'm inserting my column, I'm not only inserting my column for story 0 and story 1. For story 0 and story 1, I'm also inserting for others. Why is it like this? It's because as I insert column, Orion copies this column information to story 2, 3, 4, 5. You will notice for story 1, you will notice a bracket in front of story 1, ST00. In front of story 2, you also notice ST00. This ST00 means that the information in story 0 is copied to story 1. The information in story 0 is copied to story 2. The information in story 0 is copied to story 3. So the information on story 0 is copied to my story above. So anytime I insert a column, say as story on my story 1, the column gets replicated on all the floors. So I want you to note this. Now I'm going to close my 3D view because I don't need it again. So I'll click on the window menu here. I'll click on plan view only. So if I do that, I have my plan view only. So now we'll work on inserting the columns, structural columns in our model. I will go to my AutoCAD drawing. So at intersection B1, our column here is C1 column. And if you check the column table schedule, C1 is a 230 by 600 column as seen. But if you want to be sure, you can still use your measure command to take this measurement on AutoCAD. This is 600. This is also 230. So this is a 230 by 600 column. So as explained in my previous tutorial, the 230 is my B. I'm coming. Let me go to the Orion the Orion interface. So if I click on the column button here, you'll see the column file dialog box appears. So you'll see B1 and B2. On the app, B1 is in my direction 1, B2 is my direction 2, and direction 1 is my horizontal grid, direction 2 is my vertical grid. You should know that. So B1, B2, B1 direction 1, B2 vertical direction. E1 is also in the horizontal. E1 is in horizontal direction, but it is measured from the bottom left corner of the column. E2 is in the vertical direction and is measured from the lower left corner of the column. So if I'm to take my measurement for this column on AutoCAD, B1, using my measure command, B1 will be 230. As seen, 230. E1, that's along B1, will be from the lower left corner of this column to this grid line. The purple line is the grid line, so it's 115. So B1 is 230, E1 is 115. But I should use my measure command again. B2 will be 600. E2 will be 115. So this is what you need to specify your column at the intersection B1. So I will minimize my AutoCAD drawing. So my B1 will be 230. My B2 will be 600. My E1 will be 115 as measured, and my E2 will be also 115 as measured. So I hope you understand that. So I will click on intersection B1 on my AutoCAD, my 18 interface. Click on it. Go. Don't know why not creating a wall element, a wall with the same label number as it modify the label number of this element. Okay, because I have a structural wall of label 1 in my model. I cannot use 1 as my label. Although this is CW and this is C, I can't use 1 as my label for my column. I can't use 1, I can't use 2. If I should change it to 2, you will notice I have the same error. I have the same error when I try to insert, it will not insert. I can't use 2. I can't use 1, 2 to 7. So when I put 8 here, will be when I'm able to insert my column. So I've changed the label to 8. You will see now that I'm able to insert my column at intersection B1. And see, I'm able to insert it. If I should zoom to my AutoCAD drawing, you will notice that the C1 label is not only in B1, it's also at B3, at B5, and at B7. So I can insert C1 at B3, B5, and B7. So you should know that B3, B5, and B7. So I've inserted at B1, this column property at B1. So at B3, I will insert the same property there because the labels are the same on AutoCAD. At B5, I will insert the same property. At B7, I will insert the same property. So I'm done with that. I will go to my AutoCAD drawing to get the specification for the other column. So I'm done with the C1 column. We'll go to the C2 column and we'll take dimension. Remember I told you along the horizontal direction is my B1. So 600 is my B1 for this column, while 230 is my B2 for this column. And the lower left corner of this column is this point where my cursor is. So I should take measurement from there. My B1 will be 115. My B2 is also 115. My E1 will be 115, and my E2 is also 115. So B1 600, B2 230, E1 and E2 equals to 115. So I'm going to enter that B1 600, B2 230, E1 and E2 115. So now I'm going to insert at B2. That's where it is located, B2. I'll go back to my AutoCAD drawing, and you'll notice that this C2 label is also located at, aside from B3, is also located at, it's located at 4. But you can see it does not have the same position with 4 and 6. I can see it doesn't have the same, the E1 and E2 is different. The B1 and B2 is the same, but the E1 and E2 are different. So I'm going to measure this column at B4 again using my measure command. So my B1 in the horizontal direction is 600. My B2 is 230. My E1 from the lower left corner of the column to the grid 300, not 115, 300. While my E2 is 115. So you should note this. So I will enter B1 600, B2 230, E1 300. My E1 is 300. My E2 is 115. So now I will insert at B4. So that's why it's at B4. So you should note, although the labels can be the same, the E1 and E2 values can vary. We now we also have at intersection B5, B6 rather. I will check the column in my AutoCAD drawing. B6. At B6, we also have a C2 column. Also of the same. It's also the same. It's the same with our B4. If I use the measure command, you'll see that my E2 value is also 300. My B1 is 600. My B2 is 230. My E2 is 115. So when I enter this specification on at B6. So the same thing, 600, 230, 300, 115. So I'll click on this intersection. So now at intersection 6A, B6A. This intersection is B6A. I'll go to my AutoCAD drawing. I will check my drawing, and I'll use my measure command. I'll measure from one corner of the building to one corner of the column to another corner. 300. This is my B1. This is my B2. This is my E1 along the horizontal direction. This is my E2, 115. So my E1 is 150. My E2 is 115. You should note that. So from what I just measured, my B1 300, my B2 230, my E1 150, my E2 115. So I will insert at this point. I will insert at that point. I will end this tutorial now. I'll close my column property dialog box, and in my next tutorial we will insert the other column type in our intersection point. Thank you for watching the video.